give him a break because he sure deserves one. And when he's back from his break, you'll see his parts made in Japan. He is the modern man. So give him a break.
Okay, YouTube, long time no see, and I don't know how much time I got. I'm at the gym on the treadmill, and no one's here. There was a guy here a few minutes ago. A guy that I went drinking with a couple weeks ago. Huge guy. He's a year younger than me, and Ron DeSantis supporter. Japanese guy too. It was pretty weird to go drinking with someone who was like, yeah, Ron DeSantis would be a great president. It was interesting that he knew more about Ron DeSantis than most Americans. But a lot of Japanese like Trump too. And I think one of the reasons for that is they like the way they dealt with North Korea and China. They're really, they come off as very strong against China and North Korea. Anyway, long time no see. Don't mean to jump into politics right away, but it's been a while, and it's June 1st. I've been coming to this gym, KJ Fitness 24, pretty religiously. It opened April 13th, which was a Wednesday, I think. Then I started coming out the next day. I registered the weekend beforehand. We've got a cool system where you just use your K-tie to sign in. You don't need a fob, key, or anything, or a card. Just use your cell phone. And it's really well equipped. It's a little bit crowded back there, a lot of equipment, but nobody's there. So, I mean, it's crowded if it were full of them. I'm touching my glasses up now. Anyway, I wanted to get back into video making. Tell you what I've been up to. I just did 9 pull-ups in the neutral bar. Get some pull-ups. They're, yeah, whatever, you know. I lifted my body up, good, deep, controlled, and that sounded, you know, amazing or anything. It's not like I'm going to change this channel to a fitness channel, but, you know, it's better than before. I'm stronger than before. That's what I said at the end of the video. Here's the video. Now, if you check my Instagram about 2 weeks ago, I used the same machine, and I did 8 pull-ups. So, it's an improvement of what? Well, more than 10%, right? 12%. It's strange getting to this age. So, I've said this many times before. When I was 19, man, I thought 50 was so old. Now I'm 55, and I'm probably maybe not the best shape of my life, but I'm pretty close to it. Now, when I was 19, I was like an avid cyclist. I'd get up at 5 in the morning, cycle New York City, Central Park about 6-7 times. And that was great. Saw Madonna a couple times that way. Madonna would be rolling around. That's what she did at night. She'd be jogging around. Of course, I'm just taking a pause from this machine just to make this video because I want to get started. I want to get back to it. You got to squeeze in time when you can. What have I been up to, man? Just taking care of the kids, trying to get sleep, doing intermittent fasting, dropping a lot of weight, getting those gains and all that, you know, trying to get back in shape. And I mean, this time, really good shape. Because I'm tired of being fat. I came to Japan, I was 78 kilograms. That's like, I don't know, 160, 70 pounds. I got up to 97 kilograms, which is over 200 pounds. Somebody do the math. And, see this t-shirt, man? I should throw it away. Look at the holes. It's got holes in there. Look, it's got holes in the t-shirt, see? Look at the holes. Anyway, there's holes in the t-shirt. Yeah, see? There's one over there and one over here. I don't know why. There's like 2 belly nipples or something poked out. But I've had this shirt like maybe 30 years, man. Maybe 31 years. Maybe I've had it as long as I've been in Japan. I don't know. But I have so many pairs of pants that I just can't fit into anymore because I got so fat. Now, since I've dropped quite a bit of weight, I can fit into a lot of those pants. Still a few I can't fit into though. ironically, I can also not fit into a few shirts because I put on a bit of muscle here. So although I'm heavier than I was when I first came, I'm also stronger, much stronger. And I've been really lax about following Japanese news. I heard my wife came home yesterday and told me, "Did you hear the Belarus president was killed?" I checked, he's not dead apparently, but I don't know anything. That's not even Japanese news. Wasting time on Twitter for diminished return. Man, those people on Twitter are kind of assholes, a lot of them. There's a whole gaijin community there that jumps right down your throat protecting Japan. You guys think I'm a Japan apologist? Jesus Christ. The other day I was in the park with my kids and I made a random comment like, there's a sign in the park that says, "Don't play ball here," right? No baseball and no soccer. And I was there with like my son and daughter, some other kids, and to the right, far to the right, 3 or 4 kids were playing, kicking a ball around. They're really young kids, not like big kids. And they're just passing the ball back and forth. No more than 2 or 3 meters between them. And, in defiance of those rules. Not just off the cuff, and it's a rule, not a law. I just wrote on Twitter, I showed a picture, a GIF of those kids playing, and I showed a picture of the sign that said, "Don't play soccer or baseball here." And I said, I'm glad those kids are breaking the law. I'm not breaking the rules and having fun, Because Jesus, are you going to go and tell those kids to stop kicking the soccer ball around? They're not hurting anybody. Nobody in the park to bother, not any old people. It's about 6 p.m. Of course, that one Japanese defender, a guy older than me, a real geezer, an old curmudgeon, he gets on, he goes, "Oh, I hope you think they will allow you to break the laws in your own country?" And Jesus, everyone just piled on, man. I mean, it was just an off-the-cuff comment. But it got me to thinking, and it made me remember something that Kishida, the Prime Minister of Japan, was referring to a few days ago. So there's apparently an incident where, I guess it was Tokyo, I don't know where, but someone complained about kids making noise in a park. And a lot of people are like, kids playing is not noise. So that was the question, Is kids playing noise? And are you going to have a park and not let kids play in it? I mean, what do you expect kids to do? Kids should enjoy their time, and I agree. And I looked into laws and rules and how they're made. And I talked to a bunch of Japanese people, and nobody gave a shit. And not everyone, but most people said things like, "I'm pretty sure it's like 1% of Japan complains, and then everyone else has to make a rule to accommodate them." And I have a student who's an ex-baseball player, not professional, but like top level Japanese high school baseball. I mean, like hardcore, like training 4 hours a day. Man, he describes his training. It's like torture, man. They carry each other on their shoulders and run up a hill, 100-meter hill, and then both run down again and switch and jump on the other guy's shoulders and take turns going up and down the hill, carrying each other. And they would do 1,000 squats a day, just body weight, but still, man, 1,000 squats. I do 100. I'm like sore the next day. Now I can do 100. But the point is, they were all like, "Oh, it's fine. Who cares?" Nobody cared. Editing this video, and someone who would remain anonymous was walking by the classroom, and she said, "Did you hear about the frogs?" I'm like, "I don't know anything. What do you mean, frogs?" And she said, someone apparently left a note at a rice field complaining to the owner of the rice field saying, "Please take care of these frogs. They're so noisy, I can't sleep." And I did a little Google search and quickly found the article, so I'll put this somewhere so you can see it. Anyway, that's Japan, man. Sometimes it just makes no sense. But gaijin on Twitter care. Oh my God. It's funny. You probably know this, maybe you don't. But the people who defend a religion most are the people who converted to it. So if you're not a Jew or a Catholic and you become a Jew or a Catholic, you're probably in a way more Jewish and Catholic than a person born into that religion, because you actually consciously decided to join that religion. And Japan, becoming a Japanese member of society or citizen, the guy on Twitter that was leading the assault is a Japanese citizen now. I think he's British originally. But he was like really hardcore defending Japan. But you know, it's not a, if you think, I got to thinking about it, you know, I cross on the red light all the goddamn time. If there's no cars around, there's no point. And rarely does anyone care. But once in a while, there'll be like a Japanese person who'll say something to me. Like, obey the rules, obey the law. But you know, to be honest, I don't really care about little things if I'm not hurting anyone. That's the big thing for me. And I go out of my way to pick up garbage and help people. I've helped a lot of people who've fallen off their bicycles, and I've helped people getting their asses kicked in Japan. So, you know, I think it all balances out karma-wise. I'm not worried. I mean, not like I believe in getting sent to hell or anything, but I'm not too worried about my soul or my spiritual self, if you know what I mean. Just be good. Don't be an asshole. And that goes doubly for Twitter, man, because there's so many assholes on Twitter. A lot of them claim to invite polite disagreement. But dude, you point out any illogic in their posts, and oh my God. Anyway, but here's the thing. Here's what I wanted to point out. Don't come to Japan to be an asshole. Definitely. You want to break a few rules? You know, as long as you're not hurting anyone, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But if you're really getting into other people's spaces, making other people feel uncomfortable, you know, littering, that's bad. Then don't do that. But if you want to play, you know, catch, throw the ball around, kick the ball around in a park where it says don't do it. Man, there's so many parks where people do that anyway. There's signs that say don't. If you ask me, the smokers are worse. There's a sign in the same park that says, think about where you smoke. It doesn't say don't smoke. Just think about where you smoke. Which is funny. It's like, try to be considerate. But no baseball, no soccer, no having fun. Yeah. Some parks say, yeah, you can't play in them in the morning or at night. But at 6 in the morning or 6:30 in the morning, I think, a lot of parks are filled with old people doing their Rajo Taiso, which is a radio exercise. So on AMT, I think it's AM radio, I assume AM radio. I've never tuned into it myself. There's a radio program in Japan where they describe stretches and stuff, and they have a beat and you can stretch along with them. And they encourage old people all over Japan and businesses to do it. And I'm sure you've probably seen videos of people in companies all doing exercise together. They're usually following that. That seemed kind of early though. Do some companies start that early? Maybe they record it, I don't know. Maybe they have their own recording. But anyway, you'll see people record. Well, definitely in the parks. That's public radio. So people do that all across the whole country together. Yeah, I think that's kind of annoying. But yeah, Japan is bizarre about sound. Kids are noise. Well, Prime Minister Kishida said kids are not noise. Defending the kids. Good for him. And the political trucks booming their political, vote for me speeches, that's not considered noise. That's annoying as hell. And the Bosozoku, just Saturday night, my school and I did a little get together in the Central Park of Nagoya. We're on the second story looking down at these 3 motorcycle gangs. 3 huge groups of motorcycles just came roaring by, parked on the side of the road, super noisy, and kind of funny because their whole point, the only thing they do is make noise and get together, and then someone calls the cops come, they disperse. But it's funny to see literally 30 motorcyclists waiting around as 3 or 4 cops show up on bicycles. And not even mountain bikes, just your mamachari or regular mama's bicycles. show up to say, okay, guys, time to come home. Time to go home. Anyway, a lot of rules and a lot of laws are stupid, and I'm not going to obey any of that if I can get away with it. Like Florida, man. Florida, home of the free. You know what's stupid about Florida? You can't have a beer on a beach. You can't have a bottle of beer on the beach. How is that freedom? So, I don't know. I know it's not that important. And these days I'm not even drinking that much, but still, if I go to the beach, my parents, they have a little beach house. We'll go to the beach sometimes, and the rules, you can't have a beer on the goddamn beach. You can't watch the sunset with a beer. How is that freedom? Okay, now I'm complaining about something stupid. But still, it's not like America's land of the free, man. Anyway, just wanted to touch base with you guys, say hi. Hope you're getting better and stronger than you were before. Smarter than you were before. Remember, that's the point of being a moron. Be less of a moron tomorrow than you were yesterday. You got a whole day to work on it. And until next time, I will see you guys very soon. Good to see you all again. Now back to the workout, because I've been walking for a while. I gotta do some hardcore running now. Okay, bye guys. Oh, before I forget, you gotta watch Sanctuary on Netflix. I'm not getting paid for this, but damn, it's a really good show. It's a sumo drama, and it's really well made. I'm on, I think, episode 6 now.
I said, give me a break, man. I said,